Good morning, team. Abdul, everyone. Just before we start the session today, I would like to take the development team on the cards management process that we already have live. So I'm just going to walk you through quickly in about 2-3 minutes, the functionality and the features that we have live presently. So this is our portal now. I'm going to log in and we can take it from there. So here we are. This is my homepage after logging in. This is live, by the way. This is my live account. We're talking today about my cards or card management. So I'll just come straight to the My Cards menu, which is what we have here on the left. So coming into the My Cards menu, there on the home page here, you have the Request a Card function. So if you are newly registered, your page is going to be blank. You have the Request a Card function here. And here you have a message that pops up to tell you have 2 cards linked to your account. So presently I have 2 cards on my account. You can see them here. The first ending with 7299 and the second ending with 4741. They are both GIM cards. If we have the MasterCard later, it will be a MasterCard or whatever. And the status shows unblocked. It just gives you some basic information about the card, the PAN with some numbers masked, the expiry date, the card type. And you can go in here, the Manage Card menu, to deep dive into the card for additional functions. So I'll just start with the Request a Card menu here. So here it gives you a form. We just need to replicate this form, which will be submitted to our backend. So remember, like Edward mentioned yesterday, some requests are submitted to our backend, not directly as a call to the bank API. We at the back office, after reviewing the information, will make the submission call to the bank API. So here we have just some information that needs to be filled. So requesting a card is the digital equivalent of opening a bank account. So it's just like filling a bank account opening form, just a bit more simpler. So we already have some pre-filled fields, the first name, the last name, the date of birth, the country, the mobile number. As much as possible, we want to streamline this form to make it even much easier and much more intuitive. So whatever information we can pull from the user's profile, which would have been completed previously, we want to pre-populate this form as much as possible. So the user needs to put in the type of ID he'll be submitting, whether it's an international passport or country national identity card, the ID number, the expiration date. Then here he or she will upload a digital copy of their ID. So the front page and the back page, the location where the card is to be collected once ready, the agent prefers. So this is a function of the location submitted. So if I pick Abidjan, it will give me a few of the agents that are available in Abidjan. So we will give you this information that will be used to select this. Once you select the agent, it should give you the details of the agent, their email address, their phone number, their address, and the type of card you're selecting. Is it a GIM card? Is it a MasterCard? So you put all of that in here. Methods of payment. So we would update this. And once all of that is done, all the user needs to do is just click on the Request a Card button. What that does is that sends all this information in the form to our database. Edward can probably explain more about that later on. It sends that information to our database. At this point, the card is not created. It's just in a holding pattern. So we are going to review. Sometimes we actually change some information around if things don't work, if things are not done correctly. Then once the information is correct and we've confirmed payment, then we make the call to the Mansa API from our own backend. But for the user, this is all they need to interact with. So that's the Request a Card menu. I'll go back to my cards. So once that is done, what you usually get here is a message that says your card is in progress, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember the exact message, but there's a message that pops up here so that the user knows that his card has been requested and it's in progress. Now, once we make the call to the Mansa API and it's successful, immediately on the user's dashboard here, the card details should appear, and the status should appear as blocked. So at that point in time, the user needs to click on the card as manage card. And once he goes into manage card, the first thing he needs to do is to activate the card. We might need to do a live session of that process just to show you here. So my card is already activated. So it's showing that the status is already active. So in the manage cards menu, here we are. So you have the card details. It shows you the PAN of the card with the max digits as usual, the expiry date, the card type, the status of the card, and your card balance. So this is the balance that I have on my card. So again, this is my live card that I'm showing here. And the three menus below: change PIN, top up card, and block card. Now, all these three menus here are actual direct calls to the Mansa, to the bank API. So if I want to top up my card, I just click on the menu there. It gives me the card details, that are linked to that card, so that the top up goes to the right account. Payment type, which we will be adding more options, the purpose and the amount that we are topping up, and once you select this confirmation button and you click top up, then this message also goes into a holding pattern. Now, the requests that go into a holding pattern always requires confirmation, some third-party confirmation from our own end. So it might be payments and the like. So once the confirmation is done from the back end, we send the final call, and it is processed by the Mansa Bank API. I would like to show you this card. This is more of a live card, 4741. So in addition to the three, change PIN, top up card, block card, Edward will discuss more about that. Once you click on the manage card and you go into a specific card, we show the last 20 or is it last 30 transactions done by the card. So here it's pulling this information from the bank API and it's displaying it on the dashboard of the user. So this is what is there now. We need to make this a lot more intuitive, a lot more visually pleasing, so that the user can see how his card is being used. So that is the bare minimum we have on the platform right now, and I just wanted you to have a look at this to see or understand what is there, so that whatever it is we're doing with the new bill, at least, it must replicate this at the barest minimum, because this is what the customers are already used to, and then we need to build upon this. So that's the whole idea of this video session. So that's it for the cards management, and we can start the session now. Thank you.